Goal Setting Part 2. Making a plan to get ahead. Strategies, resources, roadblocks, and evaluation. Strategies. Once you've set a goal, you need to figure out how you're going to get there. What actions are you going to take? The more specific you can be, the faster your progress. Your strategies also need to be realistic. Most of our students must balance their studies with other commitments like work, family, treatment, community service, or other probation requirements. We know you want to attend class and do homework every waking minute of your day. Who wouldn't, right? The problem with trying to be a superstar is that it's easy to burn out. While the more time you spend studying, the faster you will make progress. Start off by committing to 4 to 6 hours a week. Decide now when you will study. If you find later that you have more time to put in, great, but for now, just focus on when you will do those 4 to 6 hours. Then use that study time well. It is far better to use a moderate amount of study time well than it is to use hours and hours of study time poorly. Using study time well. What does it look like to use study time well? It can involve a lot of things, like doing your times tables from 1 times 1 to 12 times 12 and timing yourself. Writing down notes on what you think you need to remember from videos and readings. Watching videos on how to perform the skills you are working on, and then practicing the skills on your own. Contacting the instructor for worksheets to get more practice. Reading just about anything. Contacting the instructor when you don't understand something. Contacting the instructor when you don't really know what to work on next. Contacting the instructor whenever there's a problem. Not using study time well. Using study time well is not watching video after video without practicing on your own. Watching videos that aren't really relevant to your goal. A video on electrical circuit design might pass the time, but what if they're using math you haven't had yet? Are you really getting anything out of your time? Copying everything you read word for word. Staring into space. Sleeping. Using your phone for non-study related activities. Working with the television on in the background. We've all done these things, and trust us, they don't get you anywhere. Activity. Realistic or unrealistic? On your activity sheet, write whether these study strategies are truly realistic or unrealistic. Assume you are working on whatever skill that strategy is meant to develop. For example, even if you are a master at math, so you personally don't need to practice your times tables, is the times tables strategy in the activity realistic for a person who doesn't know them very well? Pause this video while you complete this activity. When you have finished, resume the video. Let's see how you did. Make corrections to your worksheet as needed. Revise the unrealistic strategies to make them realistic. Pause the video if you need to. Arrive to class or join online when my schedule says to. Realistic. We're assuming you were being realistic when you made out your schedule. Do homework for 4 hours each day. Unrealistic. Are you serious? 4 hours a day? Boy, I wish I had that kind of time. One problem with such an ambitious commitment is that the first time you are unable to meet it, it's easy to give up trying to make time to study at all. 30 minutes studying is better than nothing. Start with a smaller amount and build up to more. Fill out a times tables sheet every time I come to class. Realistic, unless you can already do your times tables. If you can, then use your time for something else. Read for 30 minutes a day. Realistic. If you have trouble with reading, start with 15 minutes a day. Eventually try to build up to an hour. Complete a couple of worksheets for review on days when I don't have class. Realistic. You need practice to get your skills into long-term memory. Lots of practice. Attend every single live instruction session that is offered without fail. Unrealistic. We love having you around, but wow, your family and boss might like to see you some of the time as well. Work hard and do whatever it takes. Unrealistic. That's not a strategy at all. What do you mean by work hard and do whatever it takes? Get specific. Find a way to reward myself on days when I know I've worked hard. This is not just realistic, but probably one of the best strategies you can adopt. You are embarking on a difficult task. Give yourself something to look forward to at the end of each study period to celebrate a job well done. Make sure you've made the necessary corrections to your worksheet. Make sure you've revised the unrealistic strategies into something realistic. If you need time to think about them, go ahead and resume the video, but don't forget to go back and complete this task. Needs and resources. What do you need to put your plan into action? What do you already have? Also remember that the people in your life are resources, including your instructors and your PO, if you have one. Possible needs. I have a documented disability and will need extra time on tests. I need an internet connection in order to attend class online. I need a place to study without distractions. From time to time, I might need a bus pass to get to the Learn classroom. Possible resources. My instructors can give me worksheets to practice on my own. My partner can give me emotional support. My daughter can help me with math. My sister can help watch my kids when I'm studying. Other possible resources. My instructors can help when I don't understand what I'm working on. My instructors can help me figure out what to work on next. My PO can help hold me accountable to my goals. My instructors can help me work out a plan when my schedule gets wonky. Once I've been enrolled and active long enough, I can start checking out books to read at home. Problems and roadblocks. No battle plan survives contact with the enemy. While it's very important that you make a plan, you need to understand that things are going to go wrong sometimes. Life happens. That's normal. What matters is how you handle problems when they do come up. You can respond better if you've thought through possible roadblocks in advance and already made a backup plan. Activity. How can you respond? On your activity sheet, write out a short plan on how you could respond to these common challenges. Can't get a ride to class, have to work late, tired from work, internet is down, heart just isn't in it today, can't get someone to watch my kids, getting sick. Activity. Your own roadblocks. Answer these questions on your activity sheet. What sort of roadblocks in your own life are likely to get in your way? Be specific. How can you respond to them? Important. Sometimes you won't be able to attend class. When that happens, call us. Leave a message on voicemail if no one answers. Let us know what's going on and when you will make up the time. If you keep us in the loop, we'll be happy to work with you. We can't help you if you don't communicate with us. Put our number in your contacts list. Activity. Our phone number. Pause this video right now and make sure that our phone number is in your contacts list. Which one you use depends on which center you are working with, the East, South, or West Center. Review your progress. From time to time, it's important to ask yourself these questions. Are you moving closer to your goal? How do you know? Have you shown improvement? What strategies are working well for you? What is not working so well? How can you change what isn't working? If you didn't reach your goal, what can you do differently? If you have reached your goal, what is your new goal going to be? Activity. Turn in your goal-setting activity sheet to an instructor once you've finished. You can either hand it in physically, or you can take a photo of your work and send it to the address below. PCAP Learn Labs at sc.pema.gov. Please make sure your instructor initials this item on your checklist so that you get credit for the activity. Good luck!